I figured out a simple method to have the money I needed to pay my bills before the first day of the month the bills are due. Approximately 65% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. This means that they rely on each paycheck to cover their living expenses for next month, with little to no savings or financial buffer for emergencies. I will show you how to break this cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, but you need to watch the entire video to get a complete picture of what you need to do. I believe many people live paycheck to paycheck not because they lack the desire to save or manage their finances better, but simply because they don't know how to manage their money. Financial literacy is often overlooked in education, leaving many individuals unaware of effective budgeting techniques, saving strategies, or the importance of emergency funds. Without this foundational knowledge, it's easy to fall into the cycle of spending every dollar as it comes in, without planning for the future. By learning and applying basic financial principles, those living paycheck to paycheck can break the paycheck to paycheck cycle and build a more secure financial future. Yes, you can get 1 month ahead of your bills. Imagine having the peace of mind knowing that next month's bills are already covered. Getting 1 month ahead of your bills is a simple yet powerful way to take control of your finances. It means you've got a financial buffer, so you're not scrambling to make ends meet or stressing over unexpected expenses. Instead of living paycheck to paycheck, you're giving yourself some breathing room, which makes managing your money a whole lot easier. Whether you're just starting out or trying to improve your financial situation, getting 1 month ahead will be a game changer for your financial well-being. Budgeting and managing monthly bills can be a significant challenge for many people, often leading to feelings of anxiety and stress. One of the most common difficulties is keeping track of all the different due dates for various bills, from rent or mortgage payments to utilities, credit cards, and loans. When money is tight, the pressure to ensure there's enough in the account to cover each bill can be overwhelming, especially as due dates approach. This constant juggling act can make it hard to stick to a budget, as unexpected expenses or timing issues, like a bill being due before payday, can throw everything off balance. The fear of missing a payment, incurring late fees, or damaging one's credit score adds to the stress, creating a cycle of anxiety that many find difficult to escape. For those living paycheck to paycheck, this anxiety is compounded by the reality that there's little to no financial cushion, making every bill feel like a looming threat. This is what I did to get my finances under control and 1 month ahead of my bills. I created a budget. Knowing where your money is going is the first critical step in getting 1 month ahead on your bills. Start by listing all your living expenses, such as groceries, electricity, water, rent or mortgage, and any other recurring costs. For each expense, note the amount due and the due date. This will give you a clear picture of your financial obligations and help you manage your cash flow effectively. In addition to these necessary expenses, add a line specifically for saving 1 month ahead. When building your budget, focus on your essential needs, what you must have to live, not what you want. This distinction is crucial for understanding how much money you truly need each month. If you find that your expenses exceed your income, don't worry. There are ways to address that, which we'll discuss later. The key is to get an accurate view of your financial situation so you can make informed decisions and start working toward the goal of getting 1 month ahead. Deciding where to keep the money you designate for your 1 month ahead savings is crucial for ensuring its safety and accessibility. While you may not initially feel like you have enough to justify opening a savings account, it's still important to set this money aside in a safe place. Some people choose to keep their savings in a hidden spot at home, like a cookie jar or under a mattress, but this approach carries risks, such as loss or theft. As soon as you accumulate enough funds, it's a good idea to open a savings account, which is the safest and most secure way to protect your money while also earning a bit of interest. Finding ways to save money is essential for getting ahead of your bills, and it often starts with a careful review of your budget. Look for areas where you can cut back, such as reducing entertainment expenses, canceling unused subscriptions, or skipping that daily coffee run. Utilities, especially electricity, are another area where small changes can lead to significant savings. By making these adjustments, you can free up funds that can be redirected into your savings account or another secure place. The key is to consistently funnel these savings into your designated fund, helping you build the financial cushion you need. If cutting back on expenses isn't enough to get you ahead, consider boosting your income. Asking for a raise at your current job or looking for a better paying position could provide the additional funds you need. Alternatively, taking on a side gig or part-time job can help you reach your financial goals faster. However, it's important to be disciplined with this extra income. Unless you need it to cover essential living expenses, direct all of your additional earnings into your savings. This approach ensures that the extra effort you're putting in translates directly into progress toward getting 1 month ahead on your bills. There are also creative ways to save money that don't require cutting into your budget or earning more. For instance, utilizing food pantries can help you reduce grocery expenses, freeing up cash to put into savings. If you have a car, consider whether you can temporarily stop driving and save on fuel costs, or even sell one of your vehicles if your household can manage with fewer. While these changes require planning and adjustment, they can provide significant savings, helping you build that essential financial buffer faster. You can save money, I guarantee it. This worked for me, and it will work for you. Before I start, this may seem a little lame because we are working with small amounts of money, but small amounts of money add up over time. Saving money is like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get. Stay with me just a few more minutes. The Penny Challenge is a simple yet effective saving strategy that gradually helps you save a significant amount of money over the course of a year. The idea is straightforward. On the first day, you save 1 penny. On the second day, you save 2 pennies, and so on, increasing your savings by 1 penny each day. Here's how it works. By the time you have saved like this for a year, you'll be saving $3.65 that day. If you stick to the challenge every day for a full year, you'll end up with $667.95. Pretty cool. Keep watching, it gets better. This challenge is popular because it starts with such a small, manageable amount and gradually builds up, making it easier for people to stick with it. It's a great way to build the habit of saving money daily, living frugally, and it can be particularly appealing to those who are just beginning to save or who want to set aside extra cash for a specific goal, like getting a month ahead of bills, without feeling overwhelmed. The name is the Penny Challenge, but it's only a name. This is where it gets exciting. You can do this with nickels, dimes, quarters, dollar bills, whatever you choose to use. The Penny Challenge worked for me. I used quarters, which put my savings on the fast track. Using quarters, I was able to save over $16,000 in 1 year. The idea is to start out small and work your way up to larger amounts. This is not only a good way to establish the habit of saving money, but it is also a good way to start finding waste and excessive spending. 1 penny at a time. Let me try that again. During this challenge, I realized that starting small was crucial. I needed to set a goal that was achievable but still required effort. For instance, I decided to give up my daily Starbucks coffee and set aside the money I would have spent on it for the challenge. It became a game for me where I tried to save as much as possible. The game I played was I knew that at the end of the year I would be saving around $100 a day. From day one, I would set aside as much money as I could to ensure I would have the necessary amount of money for each day. At first it was easy, but I knew it would become challenging. I sold some old things and got a part-time job. I promised myself that if I could stick with it for a year, my financial struggles would be behind me. And they were. By actively looking for ways to save and cut back on spending, earning extra money, and selling items I no longer used, I made it happen. Even if quarters aren't your thing, taking on this challenge will help you build a nice savings cushion. The best part? It really works. Now it's your turn. Follow this guide and start saving money today. Identify essential expenses. List all your living costs, groceries, utilities, rent, mortgage, with amounts and due dates. Plan for savings. Add a line for saving 1 month ahead as an emergency fund, and try not to spend it. Focus on needs, not wants. If your expenses exceed your income, we'll address that later. 2. Choose a safe place for savings. Where to save. Keep your 1 month ahead savings in a secure place. If you don't have enough for a savings account yet, stash it safely at home or work. Once you can, open a savings account for added security. 3. Cut back to save. Review your budget. Find areas to cut back, like entertainment or utility costs. Redirect those savings into your designated account or safe spot. 4. Boost your income. Earn more. If cutting back isn't enough, consider asking for a raise, finding a better job, or picking up a side gig. Save any extra earnings to get 1 month ahead of your bills. 5 additional money-saving tips. Consider food pantries for cheap or free groceries. Reduce car-related costs by driving less or selling your vehicle. Review your monthly subscriptions and cancel any that you don't use regularly. Reduce the frequency of dining out by cooking meals at home. Meal planning can also help you avoid last-minute takeout. Always go grocery shopping with a list and stick to it to avoid impulse purchases. Utilize cashback apps and reward programs when shopping to earn money back on your purchases. Purchase non-perishable items in bulk to save money in the long run. Just be sure to only buy what you'll actually use. Contact service providers like your internet, cable, or phone company to negotiate a lower rate or switch to a more affordable plan. Take on do-it-yourself projects for things like home repairs or gifts, which can be cheaper than hiring professionals or buying ready-made products. Customize the penny challenge. Use nickels, dimes, quarters, or dollar bills to save more quickly. My success with the penny challenge was phenomenal. We'd love to hear your budgeting tips and experiences, so be sure to share them in the comments below. Your insights could help others on their financial journey. Anyone can save money.
All right.